How's it going? I I was having trouble setting up the live stream to my Facebook. So I just was getting everything going. I was supposed to start at 10, but the Murphy's Law kicked in. So at the same time I was trying to share my link from My Manic Mondayz, the from My Manic Movies to CJ. And then I was eating at the same time. So here we are, we're going live and it's showing. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm doing all this live right now. I was trying to just get everything going, and then once the Facebook didn't get connected, I oh, did I do it? Let's see. Facebook, they didn't connect it, so I didn't do it properly. How's everyone doing tonight? Doing a little we're doing a little let's go live. Let's doing a little I got my tabs open. God, I have so many tabs open. Do a little IG post, see if anybody wants to come hang out with us. Too late. I'm already knee deep into this. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me get down here. I got some conversation today. I've been out for like a month. Here we go. Blend in with the background. All right. All right, cool. Now I'm more comfortable. Yeah, I've been gone for a month. I didn't mean to. Just let's see. I've been just rethinking everything, reevaluating my life, figuring out what I want to do, where I'm doing steps and goals, and moving really slow right now. But yeah, I wanted to do. I've been wanting to do live shows, but I've been bombing at open mics, so my stand up has been going really bad, and not bad, but just bombing. But I'm finding the art in that. So now I'm getting more comfortable with doing things. But what it was doing was I was already getting like beat down. I was exhausted, and then I'd go to do stand up, and then I'd have my Mondays can be long, and I would go do stand up, and then I would just have no confidence at the end of my set because I just bombed or I sucked. But Reno has been noticing that I'm getting more comfortable on stage, so that helps me out a lot. That brings in my confidence right there because my bud's over there telling me how I'm doing. Sorry, let me see how this is going. I got to make sure I have the audio in. Um, but yeah, just been writing a lot, doing a lot of like actual creative writing, fiction, and like parodying and sketch. I got to show more of what I can do video wise. So it's kind of I'm awake now. I'm woke. I'm awoken, but it's like more of the reality of like doing this and getting a job and trying to figure out what I'm doing and what's going on. Electronico Fantastico, the show I did on my birthday was amazing. It was a great time. I really had a good time doing it. We're doing another one May 24th. Learning to be like an entertainer, a producer, a videographer, all this stuff is fun. I've already done a lot of that as a filmmaker, but now as an actor, but now I'm like putting it all in motion and bring everyone on for the ride for the most part. This show is taking on its own life, and I'm trying to understand more or less how to get it more out there and to see who's who's who wants to hang out and talk movies. Because I saw a good movie. Let me upload this movie that I saw today. I've been bragging about it like crazy. It's such a good movie. I knew it was gonna be good, and I had seen the trailers, and I had heard from a lot of people. Oh, what the heck? What did I do? Oh, I guess Messenger changed now. But let's see. Let's get. This is such a good movie. I bought it last year, and I just forgot to watch it, and it is now on. I think it's on Paramount. So I watched it today, and yeah, it's kind of they talk about parallel thinking and like ideas that you have like come across. Oh, I didn't realize I had this already uploaded. You have ideas that come across, and you kind of share very similar thoughts and just experiences. And this is one of those movies. I was like, wow, this is such a good movie. And that movie that I saw today was Everything Everywhere All at Once. Let me bring it up on the IMDb because this is a good movie. I was like, whoa, blown away. I could see how how like it got a lot of attention and how it's like Sorry, let me go. Here we go. I have like so many tabs open. I need to chill out with the tabs. There we go. Everything, everywhere, all at once. 2022. Rated R. Oh, it's rated R. 2 hours, 19 minutes. Action, adventure, comedy. A middle aged Chinese immigrant is swept up into an insane adventure in which she alone can save existence by exploring other universes and connecting with the lives she could have led. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scherneret, directors, and they also wrote the movie. Stars Michelle Yeoh, Stephanie Su, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I didn't know that that was Jamie Lee Curtis. So I was like, that looks like her until like I think halfway through the movie. James Wong is in it, and what's the Ki Hu Kwan, um, Wayman Wang. He's in the movies. I can see how I think he got a Best Supporting Actor in this one. It's a good movie. See, it says it won 7 Oscars. Wow, let's see what it won. No, it got me. Like, I think also being a parent is like what's also like helping me understand this stuff. Well, you know what? Let's deep dive this together. Where am I? I'm right here. All right, let's get this off my face, and we'll deep dive together. Let's see, share screen. Here we go. I don't know. I feel like every time I come on here, like I'll get in trouble with the copyrights and stuff. So I'm trying to play any videos. Oh, is this where I went for the Oscars, or what did I go in here? Fight scenes are amazing. The story alone is great. I was going in here for the Oscars. Let's see. This is 402 wins. That's a lot. Best original screenplay. All right, winner. 2003. Oh yeah, 23 year next year. Best achievement in music written for motion picture. Best achievement in music written for motion picture. Best motion picture of the year. Wow. Best achievement in directing. Best performance by an actress in a leading role. Wow. Yeah, she does a great job. Michelle Yeoh. Um, Best performance by an actress. Dude, the daughter got one too. Stephanie Su. She got supporting role. Wow, they all took it. Best performance by an actress in supporting role. Jamie Lee Curtis. Best. They just wow. I don't watch the Oscars. I just know like people still talk about them. Like it's super relevant, right? Man, best achievement in film editing. Best achievement in costume design. Wow, they took the best performance by actor, best performance by actress, all the supporting roles, all 3 of them, and the leading role. Wow. That's good. Wowzers. Wow. Look at that. Did a good job. Very good. But yeah, I really like this movie. In this show, I don't really like to talk. I'll talk about it. Someone else talk about it, but I don't really want to go other than like. So it got me was the 3 things. I when I watch a movie now, or I've always watched a movie and it had a purpose behind it. So did it entertain me? Yes. Did it move me? Yes. Emotionally, and did it made me think? Yes. And then I did have another one, but I can't remember it anymore. But I will say that this movie was pretty touching. And I was talking to Ty Gwynn, because we're gonna start doing some content together. So I was just kind of throw that out already. But comedian, Pflugerville's finest comedian. I told him because he had told me he had saw it when it came out, and I just forgot about it, and then I saw it. So when I watched it today, I told him that I watched it, and he was just like, "Oh, that movie's sick." And then, but he said it's about taking risk and then not taking them. And I think a lot of my life, as I'm reflecting back, I keep looking back at it, and some, a lot of friends of mine, people, family members tell me, it's life experience you've gained, and you're using it towards your future and where you're at now, and what you're doing. And man, like this whole Matrix theory, whatever you want to call it, living in the Sims, the simulation, like this movie, like you know, it's a way of seeing it where other people can see it. But no, I like the learning aspect of all of it. I like the way you could learn. And the show has showed me this. It showed me like how I can learn to be myself. I'll be more comfortable with myself. How to be more on like stage. how to get on stage and I hate to say don't go to bomb, but that's how you learn. You start bombing on stage and you start getting better, and it's only because you really do start getting comfortable. But you only get 3 to 4 minutes on that stage, so you have to like I didn't figure out how to exit today. Like forgot how to get off. Like I was like, oh, I gotta finish with a joke, all right, and then I already got the light, so it's like, oh, it's you only have like a few minutes, so I'm hoping like during the summer, like for just June and July, I'm hoping I can do 3 to 4 nights a week and do like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that. A buddy of mine today, Caleb, said Thursday has a place. Thursday nights is a good spot, but if you're doing 4 nights a week for 2 months, I think that's a good, really like indication of like where you're at in the whole thing or how you're doing it. Um, I wonder if you can. I wonder if people are commenting on that, and I'm not seeing it. Let's find out real quick. But anyways, I just think, yeah, that's what's kind of a goal I'm going for. All right, cool. Still nothing there. All right, but wait, no, that's this one. Sorry, let me get mine. All right, cool. No, just let's see, getting up on stage. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Like to get up there and like do that, to tell jokes, to learn. I mean, learning them, but what's bothering me is talking about myself. I've never actually like reflected like that. Like I'd reflect on actions and stuff, or maybe inside, and then at a certain point, I started getting older. In my 30s, for sure, I stopped caring. Like I really stopped caring. Well, no, sorry. In my late 20s, I stopped caring. We're getting into my 30s. And my son was born when I was 34. Then I started caring again. So for the last 6 years, I've been a little like over caring too much because I stopped caring, and then I'm a big like I'm a big carer. I care about things, but now I've learned to just care about things that I can control, things that I don't even control, things that I can be around, that I enjoy being around, things that allow me time to learn, use what I've learned. It's just weird. 2020 really threw me off. Like I've had such a hard time coming back to that, and I can't be thinking like, oh, it's like that, but I lost like a year or two just like thinking we're in the same day. Definitely feel like I was pulling a Groundhog's Day because I was good with, I'm better now, but back then I was so good with time and being efficient and figuring out like where we can get. Now it's like, I mean, my city's changed a lot. That's another thing, just to get around, trying to figure out like how to like just navigate through your own like cities. Kind of funny, but also like like it just felt like like that Matrix simulation. I just felt like I was in the same day, so I didn't know what day was what day, and a lot of my depression was eating me up. I noticed that about this, I haven't talked about like through the show's episodes. I know don't really talk about my mental health a whole lot, but I think it's because I'm always keeping it in check and as far as I can. But like the last 3 weeks, I had like a month I haven't done this, and I always want to do podcasting, but I think it was really like breaking me. I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like, I'm just gonna bomb on stage and come home and talk to myself on the computer, but I like it. Now it's like I'm comfortable with doing this. Like I've been doing this 4 years now, and I want to do this full time. So what am I doing that I'm not doing that I'm supposed to be doing to figure out how to do this full time? And it's I have all those answers. I've questioned them. I've asked. I mean, I have videos, I have interviews, and I need to get those out. And it's not that it's just the fact that I'm like writing every day, figuring out my ideas, and then I can like I don't know. It feels weird. I hate posting about it, but I guess it's like I'm trying to do. If you haven't noticed, like especially on IG, I've been posting a lot more, and I've been more active on that just to get more of a presence. But it does trip me out when you see someone has like 150 posts with like 99,000 followers, and then I'm over here like 400. I was like, I've been doing this for a minute now just to see if I could grow. It has grown. Been showing growth, but it's just funny how it's like 400 posts and it's like 1,000 people. So it's like I don't know how this game works, but I got to figure it out. Can't complain. I can't cry. Man, dude, I'm trying to get into the design world, but in the video world and doing this full time. But when I look at my own work, I realize, oh, I can't hire me, so I got to work on this. I'm good, but I think I have to work. The artist in me had to be polished and massaged because I do stick strong with my picks and my opinions, but I'm open to working with other people. I'm open to like taking other. I mean, that's one thing I've worked on. Being at the theater, just every idea is a good idea. There's no such thing as a bad idea. A bad idea is one that you don't make. But if you have an idea that you do and it doesn't come out good or it doesn't sound great, then it's not a bad idea. It just needs to be worked. not all jokes hit on the first attempt, and not all jokes take forever, but you'll get there, you know? But yeah, no, I just the I'm also like I got a confession to make. I've been also moving down a little bit slow because I really like being dad. I know I've said this a few times, but I really love being dad. Like that's like my favorite position to do is just to be in like the dad position, to be a father, to nurture and raise my son and be by his side and watch him grow, watch him learn things. Like we're playing Mortal Kombat 2 together. I finally found a partner. My mom bought me that arcade game. She just bought it for me in 2020. I think, yeah, she was like, "Hey, you want some random thing?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh no, I think she asked me if I wanted one. And I said, "Sure." She bought me one, and then that's how we started the video store. But that's another day for that. 'Cause, like, we did buy like, extra to try to make arcade, but it wasn't. I don't know. We didn't really have a plan. But I'll tell you this: like watching my son learn how to play Mortal Kombat 2, him teaching himself that. I was thinking, I was like, man, I was like, how old was I when I started? So I was at least 6 or 7. He's barely 5. And he's getting better. He's not a button smasher, but man, teaching him Mortal Kombat 2 and the deaths and everything, it's like I'm like, but there's still the graphics so bad. Like you can tell that's like his imagination's got to fill it in. But it's not really bad. I don't think it's like horrible. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's teaching him violence. He's not like punching people. We joke around a lot. But I do like that I'm found me. But what the crazy thing is, the other day, I don't know what happened, but like the first player, like usually when you play a game like that with like a tournament mode or like a game, it progressively gets harder. So the AI picks up, and the first guy you fight to like the fifth person you fight is not the same. Like it can be any person, but the AI, the actual bot, is gonna know to work harder and to counter all your stuff. And then what happened was the other day, I got into it with the arcade machine. I didn't like fight with it, but what happened was, for some reason, the first person was, like, extremely hard. It was Baraka, and I don't know, for some reason, I hate listening to him, but it was, like, really, really hard, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like, this is, like, a level 5 or 6 person out on the first, and, I lost, like, 8 times in a row, and I was just playing, like, okay, and then I picked Johnny Cage, my guy, and I was working it, working it, working it, and then I realized I had to change my whole gameplay, my whole fighting stance, and I changed it, but more simpler, something I never thought about doing, like, actually learning how to play the game and then play the bot. And I won. I played for like an hour. I hadn't done that. I haven't done since I've owned the thing. I've only played like 4 or 5 rounds, and that's only like 10 minutes. And I played for a like whole hour the other day while I put my son to sleep, and I came and I was just like, nah, nah, nah. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. And I got into it. Like I was like old school. Like I got into it. It felt nice. It felt nice to like to actually like I don't know. Play. We're having trouble streaming X. This may be an issue on X's end. We'll keep trying to let you know if there's a resolved. Please check X to ensure the stream looks okay. If it continues for a while, try creating a new live stream or just remove the destination from the stream to whatever X. What are they saying when you say tweet? Is what for Twitter, X would be I X'd you the other day. I X'd you. X. But no, you know, and also I'm just like like I said, I'm reflecting and figuring out who I am, and it's like, who are you gonna do this existential figuring out all this stuff for all your life? It's just living it, and that's what I've done for the most part. Lived a lot of what I like doing, so I'm learning how to like kind of maneuver like what reality and what this internet thing is, because they don't really add up half the time, and you get in trouble if you try to like talk about certain things. So we're trying to find that sweet balance. And, also I'm trying to find, like, my voice, like, I've been doing that, but it's, like, my funny voice. I feel like I lost my funny voice. I feel like dad is not funny because he can't be funny all the time. He's gotta be serious. So I'm trying to, like, loosen up on the dad, when I'm being dad, I wanna be more. I mean, I'm pretty chill, but I am a helicopter parent. I do, but I've learned to back, because once I found out what that was, I was like, "Oh, I don't wanna do that, but I'm doing it, but let me learn. I let my son use his own voice. I let him use his own accent, so, but I'm just there to but I it's, I just do, I took in all the years when he was a kid, when he's a baby, and I just took my time with them. And, I keep thinking about that because it's like, it was a big part of my life, and now I'm doing this, and I could do this full time, and I know I'm good enough. I know I qualify. I know I could at least do anything starting or beginning, but I'll lose a lot of time, that I won't be able to get back, so, It's Futurama really messed me up with that episode. It's like the beginning of the episode where they're pirates, and they shoot the pirates out of the space, and when the pirate can see the rocket coming towards his ship, he says, the head captain goes, "Oh, I should have realized. Me children were me true treasure." And he takes his hat off and he blows up. And Shipwreck Shooters is my studio, is my production company. I mean, Shipwreck Studios is my production company. Shipwreck Shooters is my team, sponsor team in AGBL. But excuse me. But I do like the captain goes down with the ship. I do like that mentality. So I do have my own production company, and I do have my own like LLC. I do have my own business to start up. So I need to jump way more. Excuse me. I need to jump. I'm sitting like all awkward. I need to like jump way more into this. Bring my manic movies to life. Bring it like it's around, but it's not doing anything for me. It's not. I'm paying way too much money and not enough attention. And when I say that, because you pay for the stuff that you own, and subscriptions and whatnot, and that costs money. But it's okay when it's something you love or you're passionate for. But like, I mean, like the stand up, I want to do that. Like that's what I like doing. That's what I can see. I'm even looking at things like I have put myself in this position because so I could only do this, and it feels weird because I'm like feel like I'm in like a cage, and I feel like I'm trapped in this little box. But I could stick my head out the box and look at the other boxes. Like, well, you opened all the other ones and you didn't like anything, and this is the one you feel comfortable with. So this is that uncomfortable feeling in the beginning to do. And I've been doing this 83 podcasts on this show alone. I have side by side, which I'll talk about a little bit. And I we have 83 episodes on this one. And it's me getting comfortable. I've been doing this practicing, learning how to talk, learning to use my voice, learning how to keep dead air, learning how to be interesting, learning how to do all this stuff. And I know you have to get started. I didn't really think I was going to enjoy it this much, but you know, last week and a few weeks, and then it's just I'm not trying to self glamorize or brag about anything. But I'm very well aware of my mental health, and I'm well aware of my life. So I want to have more time to play and pretend and do all this other stuff. But that takes at a cost. So we got to figure out the balance. And I've been burning myself out a lot. So if I'm gonna be burning myself out, that's gonna be something I enjoy. Like man, like I always had a truck for a long time, and I always said if I have to make truck payments, then the next payment I make is gonna be a Jeep payment because I always wanted a Jeep. And sure enough, I paid the Jeep. But man, I was like, I didn't realize I had the power to do that. To just do what you got to do. You're gonna do it anyways, right? You're gonna do the work so to get what you want. But now I'm at the position where you have to do more of the work to show where you can belong. Because I don't even know where we're going with all this. Like I think everything's turning into like sponsorship, and are we gonna have these people to hang around to be able to afford what they can do? So let's give them tokens or whatever. I don't know. The future is here. The future is now. So let's see what we can do with it. Sorry, I have this light right in my eyes, and I'm like, ugh. But if I don't, if not, it's gonna cast shadows, and you're not gonna be able to see my face. See, I know what I'm talking about. I'm like, who's out there? Who's hiring remote resume jobs? But yeah, so side by side movies, Ben Garrett and CJ Robles. We're back. We're doing Barbenheimer. We're supposed to do it Sunday, but I'm doing also a charity basketball event, the J&J, the Jock and Jams. We're doing in about a month. We're doing a charity game on Sunday. So, but I couldn't make this past week. The time we have for Ben and I, so we had to miss. And but this is what we're doing this week. I actually got to say I've learned a lot from both these movies. I want to say I learned way more than Barbie, but sorry, I'm eating. I don't know why I did that. But I'll say this: with Barbie, I'm not gonna talk about them until I do the show. But I kind of knew what I was gonna get, but I got a little bit more than what I thought. Oppenheimer, I didn't. Kind of was just seeing what Christopher Nolan was gonna do with it, and I was like, okay. Doesn't feel like 3 hours, but it's a 3-hour movie, and that's what I'm gonna say about that. Because that's side by side movies with Ben Garrett and CJ Robles. That's the other podcast we started. That's the original podcast I started with my buddy Ben Garrett. I met him at the theater I work at, and we took 3 classes together. He moved to Dallas. I finished the the classes and the pandemic happened, I was watching a lot of movies. That's what I've noticed. That's my my go-to for my for when I get like sad or depressed or just feeling down. I seriously just watch movies. And I was watching a lot of movies and posting about it, and Ben was like, "Dude, you and I get along. We have good conversations. Why don't?" Because him and I would talk after class and just hang out, get to know each other. I didn't know. I don't know, man. I was just hanging out. The guy's cool, you know. So I was just talking to him, and I didn't think it was gonna lead to anything. But now we got a 4-year relationship going. Like he's like my best friend lives in a little box, you know. And to me, I don't know, that's hilarious that we just started talking about movies and now we do a show. So I want to blow that show up. So see, I got other things I could do too. So I gotta kind of see how I can grow my network, I guess, and then grow my brand and at the same time go towards my field because I'm a seed not in its field. So I'm growing wrong and it's very difficult to grow. But if you put the seed in the soil it's supposed to be in, it'll grow very beautiful and it'll be really nice. But like yeah. What was I gonna put show? What was I gonna excuse me? I was gonna show something and I forgot it because where I was talking about something. Anyways, let's see what it says. This is why. Oh, okay. I see. No, but I mean, I think like watching movies is fun, and I've been writing stories and writing about a lot of my stuff. I'm just kind of like, I guess it's time for me just to get it out there, just so we can see what I got and see where to go. The stand up is just takes its time, but I'm been doing it for 3 months already. It just goes by fast, and that's why I feel comfortable with because every Monday, boom, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. It's a loop, and you're just getting hit, boom, getting hooked, taking it, taking it, taking it, and then you start learning. You're like, okay, what am I doing? How do I get better? How do I do this? How do I learn? How do I understand? How do I really figure this out? And that's where I'm at. Ah, sorry, my contacts. I was gonna share something else with y'all. What were we gonna share? Hmm, that I screenshot too many things. Oh yeah, just sorry. I was gonna do something. No, but I think for the most part, like what I'm learning about myself and just that there's like documentaries, there's like journals. These are like dates, or and I could go back and look at when I talked to Ben or Mona, when we had Cruz on the show. Like, there's a lot of content here to be created. But a lot of the stuff I like doing is just living life. Like sorry, I just like doing like things with my kid, like hanging out, spending my time thinking and writing and drawing and trying to get better. Man, my illustrations, I'm starting to understand it. That's a cool thing, is I'm starting to understand those little things I was missing all these times as a kid, just because you got to spend more time in it, spend more time in it and grind it and grind it and grind it, and then you start learning little things. You start putting more time into the art and the craft, and then you start getting closer to it and you start connecting the dots, and you're like, oh, okay. So like I know how to shade a little bit better now, and how to do more shadows and how to do because shadows where you get like your 3D look, and I like that. I don't like 3D too much. I do want to write a 3D movie, but I like 2D. I really like 2D, but 2D to make 2D kind of look a little bit like pop a little bit better and give a little bit more depth, even though it's flat. Shadows help out a lot. But yeah, I mean the whole Murphy law, like this thing I couldn't connect to my Facebook, so it's just been basically a few Facebook pages that I don't use and my YouTube and my X apparently. Well, now it's working. But how much time we got left? Oh, we got a few minutes. We're already at 30 minutes. I just want to do 30 minutes anyways. And I just wanted to see you out there. Thank you for the 3 people that have been here with me. This is awesome. You're gonna be here for ground. Well, you've been here probably seeing this. So just moving up forward. Plus next month we got Texas Frightmare. I'm looking forward to that. So I need to start preparing for that. I do want to interview a few peeps. But this doesn't stop me from like I'm just learning to do more things, trying to learn to do more things and things I enjoy. Hey, what's up, Brian? I kind of figured you'd be hanging around. Yeah, I took a month off, man. I need to collect myself. It's always good to like chill. I mean, I'm gonna do this more and more, but I was just learning to have that bad taste in my mouth, how to bomb. If you bomb in anything, you'll learn how to get good at other things because it's a feeling you don't want to go through. But I'm an Aries. I'm a Ram. Here's the wall. Here's the problem. Here's my head. Just till you figure it out, and then you start learning. All right, go around. They go, okay. Well, I don't have to do this. I just, you know, it'll open. you know, there's multiple ways you do things. And hey, what's up, Marcos? That's how it works. Like, that's my best approach is just jump into it, take a hit, and then eventually you'll be like, I don't know how to do this. And you ask other people and just figure it out. Brian's been hanging out with me for a minute. I mean, I think he met me like 6 weeks ago or something like that. And yeah, so let's see. I'm working on an animation. Well, we wrote the story. I actually need to do the screenplay or the script, and I need to do the pick the. We have the style, but my friend, dad friend Lonnie or LJ, well, he came over and he's a nerd, a geek as well. So we wrote a little story. So I need to animate it, but I need to do the story first before anything. You just do the story, then do the script, and then do the storyboard of the script at the same time, and then then you figure out production. But the story is number one. It's always going to be number one. You have to work on your story. You have to get your story polished and good, and know what you want to do with it, and know where you want to take it, and make sure you know. But this is coming from a guy that doesn't publish anything really. Did I do this wrong? Oh no, it's over here. Okay. Now this is coming from a guy that hasn't really published anything lately, but I've been practicing. So when I was like 30, oh no, I had to be already. It was like 5 years ago. I saw a documentary on Rodney Dangerfield on YouTube, and it talked about Rodney Dangerfield and how he got into stand-up, and he started when he was in his 20s, but he had to take a break because he had to raise his family and sell like aluminum siding. So then he started doing stand-up, like just practicing at home from when he was 30 to 40. And then when he started in his 40s, he turned 40, he had enough time with his family, made enough money that he started doing comedy full time. I mean, he had his own club and everything. It was Rodney Dangerfield's special. And, I found a lot of admiration in that, and a lot of inspiration, but I'm more like, damn, I should have made my own club. But I like the future now. We can't do that. So I always talk about My Manic Movies, and I've been trying to figure out for months, like, how do I do this? And it is true. You just get started. So I got to get started with what I think you would get started. And then from there, it'll start, because that's why I started with stand-up. I got to write what I think a joke is. And then I write that joke, and then you say it, and then you'll get feedback from people. But the joke only works. You only get the best feedback on stage, because the audience are your editors. So if you say a joke and you don't get any reactions, then you got to work on that. If you say a joke and it pisses people off, then you got something there, but maybe it's not the reaction you want. You got to learn to navigate that line. But like with animation, that's one thing I love about animation. You can pick it up and put it down and do it whatever you want. Dude, this is getting me tired. Like, I'm falling asleep right now. I'm also falling asleep. But I got to do them this late because the stand up is on this late. I've been thinking about doing this show like at 7, or like like from 5 to 6. But even at that, I'm with my son, so this is what it is. I could do CJ live. I need to do one during the day, but I'm figuring out a schedule and sticking with it. I basically got my foot back. I could run again. I've been running. I've been jogging. So that's been good. Got basketball season coming up again. We sign ups actually tonight. I got to sign up in a little bit, or maybe I already missed it. I mean, it's like for the late fee. This is the last week to do it for AGBO. If you want to sign up, the last week to do it. It's $80, but 70 right now. I believe it's, if you get it within the next hour. If it's not on East Coast, which I think it is. So I think the time's already up. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like, I don't know. I've just been reflecting like way too much, and I wanted to look that up. Let's ask, as I did ask. I've been using ChatGPT a lot. Hello, say hi, ChatGPT. Or mine's called Carter. Mine's got a name. It's Carter. What's a midlife crisis? All right, here we go. A midlife crisis is a period of significant psychological and emotional turmoil that some individuals experience typically around middle age, which can range from late 30s to 50s. It often characterized by feelings of dissatisfaction, relentlessness, and questioning of one's life choices, goals, and accomplishments. Yeah, I'm going through this. People going through this midlife crisis may seek to make significant changes in their lives, such as career shifts, relationship changes, and pursuing new interests. As they grapple with these sense of identity and purpose. Oh my God. I'm going through a midlife crisis. Holy crap. I used to watch these things when I was a kid. And you'd be like, oh, I'm going through a midlife crisis. It's like, oh, what is that shit? Now I'm like, I'm literally going through it. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. And look at that class. We just found out today that the professor is going through a midlife crisis. Also wrote right before that, I wrote how to get through a midlife crisis. Before I even so how to get through it is getting through a midlife crisis involves self-reflection, seeking support from loved ones or professionals, and making positive changes. Consider exploring new hobbies, setting new goals, and focusing on self-care. Therapy or counseling can also provide valuable guidance and support during this time of transition. I'm transitioning. But comedy on animation, put comedy on animation. You make it. I don't know, just an idea. Then, if it catches on, using it on stand up. Not sure if that. Okay, yeah, that work. No, that's actually pretty good, Marco. You could do both. Like that's what we do with Bebe's kids. We took we don't know, we don't have a name for it either. I've got to call it something like it's got to be because it was when Lonnie I was calling LJ because CJ LJ. It's when LJ was a teacher and he went through an experience with a student, and the superintendent had to kind of get involved, and the superintendent did not stand a chance. So it's funny little life experience here. But I think so. What we do is like you do the joke, what we're doing, but then you kind of tell the story and then you animate that. But like you're saying, like, oh no, yeah, you write the joke. I write a joke and I can put, yeah, you're right. How you doing? What are you working on? Are you drawing? What are you doing, my fellow illustrator? Marco, he's got some good drawings there. If you're still out there. Um, yeah, Brian, you drawing? You doing anime? Doing any animation? Also, I've been editing on my phone, and that's game changer. Game changer. Yeah, I posted a video from. I made a video just with my son and I, just doing a little storytelling just to try it out, and a little with what we did just visuals. I was just doing the storytelling with visuals, and just 10-minute little exercise, and then I sped it up and put it on TikTok and IG, and then I found out that it was easy for me to do all that through my phone, so it wasn't hard for me to like use it or figure it out. But thanks for sharing a laugh with me on my midlife crisis. It's fun. I like talking about it. As a comedian or soon to be comedian, not animation. What are you into? I'm not at the moment, man. Got to though. Going through my own midlife crisis. I know we're all going through this. Let's hold hands. It's all right. Well, this is how it works, gentlemen. This is how the stories start. So I start telling my part of my midlife or my story of how I'm processing this, and then you start telling. So we have here. So Brian's not into animation. So what are you doing? What are you into? Yeah, there's like 24 days left of school, so it's going by fast. So what do you? So this is how we do it. We start an idea, and we just talk about it now, and then you just joke about it, and then you figure it out. And by figuring it out, we just keep talking music production. Oh, okay. That's what do you? It was like DJing, or are you? Because I CJ. Uh, let's see. Are you talking about score? Are you talking about like bands? Are you talking about orchestra? Are you talking about violin, percussion? What kind of music production? Because I loop stuff on the garage band, so technically I'm a musician in today's standards, but to my standards I am not. Let's see. I'm liking post-apocalyptic stuff, especially the Fallout series. Oh, dude, yes, we could talk about that. Seems to be popular. I feel. Oh man, I didn't even realize I have my own like end of the world story ideas. Yeah, let's talk about Fallout. I binged it the other day because I can only do so much X Men '97. I gotta wait for them. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I agree with the binging or the waiting. The waiting, I think it's a good. I think with the waiting, I think it's a good like keeping people. Well, I don't know because Invincible only did a few episodes and then they stopped, and then they finished the episode, the season two, and they just kind of. I was just kind of like, oh, there are more episodes, but not like nothing like what do you call it? Nothing where I was like, oh, I wasn't aware of it. So I don't know. Maybe the binging is the way to go, but I don't know if you want to have all your like your fans watch all your stuff in one night and then critique it and move on. So I don't know. I don't know how that works because I'm gonna be a fan no matter what. So like X Men's got me hooked, and especially that writing. That writing in X Men '97 is amazing. Yeah, dude. Fallout is all right. Here, we'll put it up here. Let's see where are we going. Here, I'll change that out. Delay. Boom, 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 boom. Well, you can do that. I got that out of that Google Fiber, so that's pretty fast. All right, Fallout. Let's talk about that bad boy. We'll do a little self-explore. Let me get it up on the. Let me get it up on there. All right, here we go. All right. Episode guide 9, Fallout series 2024 TVMA 1 hour action adventure drama in a future post-apocalyptic Los Angeles brought about by nuclear decimation. Citizens must live in underground bunkers to protect themselves from radiation, mutants, and bandits. Creators Geneva Roberts Dorrit, Graham Wagner, stars Ella Parnell, Aaron Moulton, and Walton Goggins. Damn, Walton Goggins is amazing in this. Like that's like a badass supervillain. I don't. He's perfect. What's that? Brian, you got to know what that is? FL Studio. Mm, I don't know what that Florida Studio. I don't know what that is. Florida Studio. But Fallout. We go. Yeah, I'm not very bright. Remember, just let you know. I'm intelligent. Working on the smart thing. Um, let's see. Yeah, no, dude. Fallout is. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I don't know if I can talk about do this the share the screen because they'll take me out for some reason. But like I'm the story is cool, and the animation. I mean the animation. The production's amazing, but the acting is really really good in that music software. Oh, beats, awesome. All right, where you at? Show your beats. Put your beats in the back of this post-apocalyptic movie we're all writing right now. Where we use art and our resources to battle uh, deadly zombies that only like ska music. Insane. But Fallout's amazing. I want to say that it's one of those shows that I got me, and I like that I got to binge that. But with X Men '97, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm in the X Men group right now on Facebook. X Men Resources, I believe it's called. And yeah, dude, I love this show. This show's amazing. It's great writing. The writing alone is amazing. They're really trying to keep it canon with the original, and they're doing a good job tweaking it just a little bit here and there. And I see people complaining and posting whatever, but I mean that makes sense. But I mean, I like Morph. I do like the Morph character in the back. I wish you get a little bit more screen time. Gambit's my boy. It's my favorite one. We all love Wolverine. Cyclops, they rewrote him really badass. Beast stayed the same. Bishop seemed to stay the same, which is okay. Storm always powerful. Jean Grey is no damsel in distress, but who's in the back? Who's behind Rogue? Oh, it's her hand. Rogue always the southern freaking Southern Belle with the power, super strength, and then takes your energy. But Jubilee, she's 18 now. I know that she was a teenager. Yeah, they celebrate her birthday in it. But yeah, what was I gonna do? Oh, I got one more thing to talk about, and then we can move on because I got 14 minutes left. It's weird. I looked at it earlier and it was 30 minutes, and I was like, oh man, I'll end right now. And then everybody kind of showed up. I've had a consistent 5 to 7 people, so I'm like, all right, I'll just keep it going. Let's keep this party going. Oh yeah, the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. What y'all think about that trailer? Playing playing Fallout. It's a rich with story, dude. Yes, X-Men '97 is great. Hate that Gambit died. Shh, stop. No, but dude, the Heroes Exit is pretty badass though. His name's Remy LeBeau. Or name's Gambit. Remember it. Oh yeah, he says it right here. Yeah, hate the Gambit died. Remember it. That's what he said. I know. Um, Nah, dude, that's spoiler alert. We lose Gambit. I mean, it's they introduced time travel so far, right? And like they talk about it, like they lost a version of Gambit because there's also a version of Gambit where he's also like an Omega Alpha mutant and he's a badass, like super badass. But let's talk about that real quick. I've always liked Gambit, and he's a fictional character, and without knowing, I have a lot of that character inside of me. The rebellious kind of guy. I do like cards. I play a lot of cards. I got third place on a poker tournament on like last year or 2 years ago that paid. So I won money. I hadn't played poker in 15 years, or like 18. Um, you know, I do wield the staff. I need to practice more. I practiced with the nunchucks today. Um, I'm real bad with those. So I just want to throw that out there. I haven't posted any videos of nunchucking or bow staffing because I suck. But I should maybe still record myself, but then just after you do a few times, and like I don't know with the stand up, just do a few. Okay, I should. That's kind of probably be my thing. I'll probably just do little clips here and there with no video audio. I do a lot of things throughout the day, but there's more like exercises and preparation, mental health. Ways to not stress out, way to chill. And I think now I'm learning to narrow it and pick a path and guide and goals and whatnot. I think because I heard a quote. I'll share this with everybody real quick. I heard a quote when I was younger, when I was 21, and I want to say it's got me here all the way to 40. 19 years ago, I think October of this year will be 19 years. But actually, it's been 19 years. Yeah, never mind. I was sped I was what do you call it? I was doing a pharmaceutical study. I was a lab rat. That's another part we could talk about. And man, okay, this is a quick little story. We got 10 minutes. So I was doing a pharmaceutical study, and a pharmaceutical study is just where you go, you take a FDA drug and something that's already out there on the market, like aspirin, Tylenol, diabetes. My I would always take diabetes medicine because diabetes runs my family. My dad has it, so at the time I was interested in like trying to find a cure for diabetes, which you're the cure for diabetes, in my opinion. But we go into these studies, you go to these pharmaceutical places. This one just happened to be in San Antonio, and it was in an old folks retirement home. So you're in a just like a little hotel kind of thing, and you stay in a room with four. It's like summer camp is what they have it on one of their things. So you're staying with four other adults, like anywhere from 18 to like 55, and it's me. And so at the time I'm 21, and there's probably like another like two guys 21 and a guy like 23 or 24. They're all in like early 20s, early to mid 20s, and we're all when you get paid at these things, you do get paid a pretty good substantial amount of money. I hear that you make way more money now, but I don't know. I wonder what the speculations are. Probably tougher. And these things are hard to get into too. But what happened was I I met somebody there. She was probably maybe 50 years old. She was I believe Swahilian, and she was a woman named Mary, and she was very nice. Spoke Spanish, too, and she was like Middle Eastern, or no, she was Iran. She was from Iran, and I think she spoke Swahili. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm messing that up. But what happened was I was I was doing the study, and we were getting paid like $3,800, like basically the amount of the study because we were in there for like 9 days, 11 days. That was a big one, almost 2 weeks, and so everybody's there. So everybody kind of clicked, and I'm always by myself. I stay in the bed the whole time. At this time in my life, I'm this is the isolation CJ. So I've learned to be alone within like a group because you're always like around people, and people are always poking, prodding you, giving you your blood results, EKG, and all that, and so everybody's talking about how they're going to spend their money. These guys are excited. Like it's a lot. I mean, this is back in 2007, 2005. So it's like, what are you going to do with your money? What are you going to do with your money? And they're all talking, sitting down. And I'm not a money guy. I don't wear my money. I don't care. I got a freaking, my class, it's my high school. I got that above my head, you know. I got a photo portrait, a panoramic portrait of the people I went to high school with. Um, that's all. I'm like Billy Madison. Like, I'm gonna get all you back. And but what do you call it? That's more of a pride thing, and don't forget where you're from. But a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna invest in this, and I'm gonna buy that. Oh yeah, we're gonna buy this." And these two guys talking about going to business together. Like it was like 11 guys, and then everybody did this whole study. So everybody was trying to do business. Like if we all get our money together, we'll have 12 grand, and we can do this. And then people noticed I was quiet, and because they're like, "Oh, this guy doesn't have an idea or whatever." And they asked me, questioned me, and they're grilling me, making fun of me. Like, what do you do? I go, I don't know. I'm gonna walk out here with $3,800, and I'm gonna have $3,800. That's it. I know I'm gonna get something to eat. Probably go to Red Lobster or go to somewhere get some seafood. And I don't know. We'll see. And what do you call it? I was just kind of like whatever. So I have to lay down to get my blood pulse. And one of the guys was like talking mess, and she goes, don't get upset. Like she goes, don't worry. You're not these kind of guys. I deal with people all the time. You're a different person. I like you. I actually like you, CJR. They call it, the initials. I actually like you, CJR. You're actually one of my favorite ones. When you come in here, I know it's going to be a good time, and we don't have to worry about you. You do what you're told. And I was like, all right, cool. But she had told me, let me give you some advice. You seem like you're bothered that you don't know what you want to do with your life, and you don't know what you want to accomplish. I know you enough where you're doing okay. Don't worry. Don't beat yourself up. But let me tell you something. When you I'm gonna give you some advice, and just take it for what it is. Like, okay. She goes, your life doesn't begin until you're 40. And I was like, okay. And she goes, just all you got to remember. And I took it as like, all right, noted. Gonna keep it here, and whatever it is, I hopefully get to 40, which I am now. I'm grateful. I get beyond, you know. But I started thinking about that. I was like, okay. She told me that, and I'm 21 at the time, so I'm just gonna hold on to that information. It wasn't until I was 25 where I kind of started understanding what she was saying, because that was the first time I woke up drunk. And this sounds funny, right? But I was like, wow, my body couldn't fight off the alcohol that I had consumed before, and I wasn't a whole lot, but wow, I did it. I was an emotional drinker. Maybe I should. Oh, I gotta. So I started learning, like, oh, the body can't do it. Obviously, you're getting older. It doesn't like doing the same old tricks. So and then like I think I stretch a lot. I like to keep my body limber. I need to get into yoga more and more than I do it, but man, that hurts. But it's worth it, the pain, But I like stretching, I like doing all that stuff. But sometimes you don't stretch, or if you get too dehydrated, I get cramps. And sometimes just getting cramps sitting down sucks, or driving sucks. And I'm like, oh, this happens more and more as you get older. So make sure you have good blood flow, and just things I'm teaching myself. Like teaching myself kind of like older people things, like wiser things. So when I got older to a certain age, I know how to use it. And I think I taught myself one valuable lesson by accident was never to stop learning, because I like learning. So I'm always taking classes, always doing some kind of schooling. And I think that's what kind of helped me out a lot on understanding, what do you call it? Like just like understanding how to use what I know. And I've been using it, and I think it's helped me out. You see what you get. And I want to say, now that I'm at 40 and I look back at that 21-year-old, hold on to the information, or just if I see someone younger, like a Brian, and your life doesn't start till you're 40, and I think it's because your life, when you don't really start having problems till you get older. Things like a mortgage, a light bill, children, spouse and partners, and all that good stuff. Like you start to that starts playing a factor. It's not just you anymore. When you're by yourself and you're single and you can do whatever you want, go up and down, jump around, fall, get up, play. Like I did that for years. I was single in my 20s. I did that. But in my 30s, I settled down. So that's kind of funny. 10 years of this, 10 years of that. And as I can look back and look at it, it's like if you have to kind of go through it your own way. Like that's what CJ did. I don't know any better, but now I do, and I still don't know any better. So what I do know is just enough just to get by. But you gotta attempt things, you gotta start things, you gotta try to do what you wanna do, because if you're not, time's gonna pass you by. And that's the thing, I gotta keep going for my goals and the things I wanna do, because I gotta show my son that too, and if I could show other people that are listening, great. But I have to do it, because if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done. And also, I've never wanted. I said this when I didn't have a kid, and I'm saying this now that I do have a kid, and it's something I still believe. I don't want to not do the things that I wanted to do with my life and not attempt them. So when it came down to my kid wanting to do them, I couldn't have him tell me, "Well, you gave up. You gave up. You tried, but you gave up." So I'm good enough to quit myself. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear him say, "It's okay. You quit, so I can quit." So that's why I do a lot of things, and that's why I have a lot of open windows and a lot of spinning plates. And I didn't know that about myself till now. So sharing that with y'all. But yeah, like I want to make sure I can do the thing, because I've let go of a lot of things that I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. Like that. There's certain things I little hobbies I liked, stuff like I did enough. I'm like, I'm good with that. I don't put my time in. Not to say that I wasn't growing in them or anything. It's just like, what's the point? Um, there's too much time. I want to have like a main focus and a main thing, and then do branch off on other things. But you know, life's funny. Life moves fast. So don't get caught up on the past. Don't get stuck in the future, or don't get stuck in the past. Don't get caught up in the future. Try to live in the present, which is really hard, but you learn by practicing and doing your own thing. And also, like, learn to forgive people. I guess like that's the hard part for me right now, because I've never really done anything to anybody to screw them over. Like, I mean, very small. I was aware of this growing up. I didn't want anybody to say, "Hey, remember when you told me I couldn't do this?" And I was like, "No, you know what? I'm gonna avoid that by believing in you." Because that pisses people off. Like, they're like, "What? They think you're being sarcastic where I'm from." And I'm like, where I grew up. And I'm like, "No, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being honest. Like, this is what I believe. I think you can do it." And then they don't do it. And then they're like, "Oh, remember when you believed in me?" Yeah, I still do. You just got to do it. It's kind of what I tell myself, you can still do a lot of this stuff, but it seems like you got to have a purpose. And sometimes the purpose is just showing up. So in anything you want to do, relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, all that stuff, like I was on probation when I was younger, and probation officer gave me a good advice. And he said, he goes, because he was like, well, he was just like, well, this is easy for you. So you're not an issue. You're just wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. And he goes, I mean, "What, you want some life advice?" I go, "Oh yeah, I need help with girls." He goes, "Well, girlfriends? Nah, man." He goes, don't take those too serious. Don't take those relationships too serious until it becomes serious. So until you start noticing, oh well, what do you say? Yeah, you'll find somebody that you like, and then they annoy you. Then you like somebody again, and they'll annoy you, and then you like somebody again, and then they'll annoy you, and then you keep doing this until you finally find somebody that doesn't know you that much, and then they come back, and it's less and less and less, and then you learn to be with each other. So it's kind of like what I did, kind of thing. So, but those are the things you got to have. The when you get older, just anything. When I turned 30, I stopped bullshitting myself. That's why I was able to finish school and able to do things I never thought I could do, because I was like, I could tell myself I couldn't, and I was like, "You bullshit. I can do a lot of things." And 40 has been more like, now I can't hide. I can't hide anymore. I can't hide from myself. I can't hide from the things I want to do. I can't hide from who I want to be. I got to do what I got to do. And if it's and I'm trying to do it without actually stepping on people, without doing anything wrong, without using power to my advantage, without doing anything, like just doing it straight up. But 'cause that's all I kind of knew. I kind of had that Disney dream, but once you realize that it's just a dream and it's not real, and you got to do it, you got to put the work in, and then you start realizing, oh, that's why some people are, um, savages. That's why some people are rude, and some people, because they don't have time for that. And I get it, and it's just art. But at the end of the day, it's like time you're putting into something. Whether you get a reward at the end or not, it's still time. So yeah, for now I got a lot of projects I got to finish. Damn, this is like the most honest I've been on this show. Really, where I'm not bullshitting myself. Like, I'm not like, I can get it next week. No, it's there now. It's now or never, because we run out of time. It's like I was saying the other day. It's like I'm halftime. I'm aware that I'm down 26 points, and everybody's like, "We need the 3 pointers. Like, we can't wait till the fourth quarter. We need your 3 pointers now. Start raining the threes." And I got a lot of basketball stories where when I was younger, when I was like 15 and playing like a really hard team, and they're like, "You're the only guy that can shoot. Stop holding back and shoot." Like Coach Murata told me, Like when we first played Taft, he goes, "I'm gonna put you in one more time, and if you don't shoot, I'm never gonna put you back in. You're my best shooter, and you're scared to shoot. Who does that? You know what? Don't waste that. No, we'll waste that talent or something like that." Oh man, I hit 11 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. I think I had like 7 in a row. We're down 42, and we're down 42. Well, no, I think we're down 46 points, but we lost by 12. I remember being like, "That looks way better than this than the 46." Like we're almost down 50 points. But doing stuff like that, I always hold out to those memories because they're like really good motivational bubbles when I need them. But I only know that because I played those games. And if you don't ever play those games, you don't step up when you have to, time will pass by and take you. So little things like that, like being the present, like I said, is hard. But it's always good to hold on to the little things of the past. And if they come with a little bit of baggage, then it's okay. Just learn to process it. And you think of the future, plan goals, see where you want to go, see what you want to do with your time. That's the fun part too. I sit here as a man that has also little to no debt because I have an uncle that was really adamant that I didn't get any debt. But like I told my uncle, I ruined my credit when I was 19, so it was hard for me to get loans until I turned till I got to I turned 30. Then I started. Oh no, I'd paid off my debt when I was 18, but I didn't. I had just didn't want to do payments. Now I do. Now I'm in the hustle. Now I'm part of this. But to finish the show off, thoughts on the new Deadpool Wolverine. Well, we already know it's going to be good, shot well. We know it's going to be. I want to see what they're hiding. How much of the trailer is real? Um, that's a good trailer. I actually like that. It's the new. It's a variant because now we're all so many variants of each other. It's a variant of Wolverine like we've never seen before. So it's actually Hugh Jackman playing a different Wolverine, like he did in Days of Future Past, right? He played two Wolverines, so he played the older one and the younger one, and which they look the same. Basically, it just has the Reed Richards. Um, I like it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, am I gonna be one of the guys? I'm not a guy that goes and want to watch the day of, but I might want to be one of those people. I'm not gonna watch it from home. Definitely gonna watch it in theaters. Gonna take my time. But that's it. That's a badass movie. It's a trilogy. They didn't call it Deadpool 3. Deadpool and Wolverine. I like the title. This Wolverine has let everyone down. See, that's not the shipwreck shooter mentality. If we're gonna go down, I'm going down fighting. We're going down shooting, but the point is not to go down, to keep going. That's why I've moved us from practicing. We're no longer practicing shipwreck studios. We're not a boat anymore. We're a spaceship. So now we're flying to our destination. And now if we crash land, meaning that we have to learn how to fix ourselves to move on. Where with a boat, it sinks and it's done, and you just gotta hope be a ghoul at the bottom of the sea. But that was practice. Now we're in the real. Now we're in space. Shipwreck Studios is in outer space, so I gotta do spacey stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I wanna do the green screen. Green screen. I have two green screens, and I want to do reviews. So like I would like to. I wouldn't mind reviewing the trailer. It's a pretty cool trailer, but I'm not one of those Easter egg guys. I don't like breaking them down. I don't like really doing it because I don't like ruining the movie for myself either. Because I'm also like I'm one of those people that if I'm watching a movie and a scene hasn't popped out from the trailer, I'm expecting it. So let's see. We'll end it like this. I know it's gonna probably. I don't know. I want to put it on here, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Let's see. There it is. But I think if we don't have the audio, I think we'll be fine. But it just looks cool. But why do we want to just no audio? Yeah, I think if we take off the audio,
I told you.
yeah, I think we can like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far we get. But it's listen, lady, what do you want? It's so funny because it's. I think the cool thing about this movie is going to be their chemistry that they have, the fact that the fact that they're friends in real life, and I want to say that Ryan Reynolds trolled or egged Hugh Jackman to do this movie because he was messing with him online, and he was like, "When are we gonna do it?" Because people, man, this internet says what it says, and then once these people start playing around with it, then people are like, "Oh man, I'm part of it." But he's like he's got the hair. Is so stupid. This kid's all burned up. But I think it's because the hair he chose, it makes me laugh. He chose the cheesy, the suburban hair, but, where can they go with this? Where are they taking this? He's gonna help him protect his family, but is this more of like a selfish Deadpool thing, or is this an actual save the world thing? Dang, yeah, he still got Jack for some because also, yeah, he doesn't look like the Wolverine from, and he's Yellow Suit Wolverine, but he doesn't look like the Wolverine from, Logan or man, he looks a little bit more Loganish. Yeah, never mind. He doesn't look like X-Men 1 or 2. But God, I gotta give it to Hugh, man, sticking with the damn character. Never saying, "Yeah, it's someone else plays it." No, this is his character. These rated R, yeah. These rated R, trailers are funny too. Yeah, it's well made, well shot. Breaking the fourth wall is gonna be, funny as hell in this. Let's go. Let's see, there's the Doctor Strange ring. So let's see, MCU, Deadpool's bringing the MCU together. This little scene's funny. Oh, man. I don't know, should we keep deep diving or should we leave it alone? So we see what other X characters are gonna be in here? I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna I just like going to a movie to watch a movie. I like to go watch the movie, then figure it out as we get there. All right, we'll give, it's gonna be 108. It's gonna be 110 left. Let's stop at 110. I'll stop there. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. I guess I will be doing this show at this time. Just learn how to hang in there a little bit longer. I did get a message from a friend that I need to reply to because it's about a job. That's right. We'll document both of these things. All right, they asked me about a job. Well, not a job, just a position at a job. Yeah, I'm like reaching out to friends. I'm like, hey, I need a job. I need a videography, a video job, editing, motion graphic animation. Sounds like sounds great, but I gotta work out those muscles. It's like if I'm telling you that I'm a bodybuilder and I know all these techniques and stuff, and I may know them, but then you get this CJ, like, you know, I was like, yeah, come on, take my advice. And it's like, well, you're not really a bodybuilder risk looking, but yeah, but look, I know it all. I know it all. So now you got to apply it. So now it's like I don't have to be like big, but if it looks enough to be like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. This is where the resume comes out. This is where the ideas come out. This is where all this comes. So we'll do we'll figure out exactly because I was trying to put this on my Facebook, but it didn't work out. So I have been venturing off a little bit more into YouTube and TikTok and IG. So yeah, Facebook, it's all right. I mean, I think Facebook is a Walmart of social media. Doesn't mean you have to shop at Walmart all the time. Pinterest would be what the hell's on. Nah. But all right, everybody, thank you for hanging out tonight. My Manic Mondays, episode 83. We're 17 away from 100. Wow, wow. So 17. It's like 4 months. So I should, if in theory, if I do it right, I should hit 100 episodes this year. Let's see what we can do. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's effing go. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out. You have a good night. I will see y'all next week. I'll be doing stand up again and then coming to it. What else do I got this week? I'm just teching. I'm doing another. I'll be doing a podcast Wednesday with Ty, so we'll see what that goes. That's right, brother. Let's go. And then, yeah, because I have. Oh, I took it away. Oh no, we're doing Barbenheimer, which I would like to call Bubenheimer, just because I'm silly like that. Um, but yeah, we'll see. All right, everybody. Peace.